Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. What's happening? It's Friday afternoon and I'm dipping some Copenhagen snuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. No, not yesterday. All I put up was that song. I hope you liked my little gospel song there. I tried to make it kind of weird and strange at the end. I'm gonna work on that. That song's not finished. It's a work in progress right now. I'm gonna change some of the lyrics up, I think. But thanks for watching it if you did. I hope you liked it. Yeah, but the vlog I last did, probably on Wednesday, I mentioned a conversation I was having about songwriting with one of my subscribers, and he told me it was cool if I didn't mention his name because I didn't know if he'd want to be. I don't know him that well, so I didn't want throw his name out if he didn't want his name out. But it was Pipesmokin Cowboy Chris, whom I've been speaking with. So yeah, shout out to Pipesmokin Cowboy Chris. What the deal is he wants to. I guess I've inspired him to wanna be a harmonica player and singer, and which is fantastic. I'm very, very honored by that. Yeah, I think the first thing is he has to acquire a harmonica, and he's waiting to get one off his father or something. I can't remember the entirety of the situation, but he's got to get a harmonica and figure out some, I guess, how to play it, and which is a noble mission to set out on, and yeah, like that always excites me. I'm thrilled by that, especially to think that I was a part of it. I'll never be it's funny. I was once back in the early 2000s. I was approached by a fella named Mitch Podolak, who's kind of he's recently passed on, but he was kind of a bigwig, like kind of one of the big wigs to be talking to in the Canadian folk music scene, and he came out and saw the Silverhearts perform, and I guess he saw something in the way that I performed personally, that he took me aside. And we spent a whole day together, and he wanted to be my manager, my personal manager, and have me work for his company, work for his label, and he was gonna put me on tour nonstop. And this guy would have put me on tour and good like this guy this guy had worked with like Joan Baez and Bob Dylan and some of the old legendary bluesmen and stuff like that. He personally um, started the Calgary Folk Festival and the Calgary Folk Festival and the Winnipeg Folk Festival and the Vancouver Folk Festival. He started all three of those. And those are huge events in Canada. And he wanted to be my manager. I was so proud of that. And what killed it is I got married and had a baby. I had my son Beckett, and he thought he thought, well, you need to be at home. You can't be out on the road right now. You need to be a dad. So we never signed the contract. It was right at the contract was drafted. Oh, it was I wouldn't have done it differently, of course, but yeah. Anyhow, um, Mitch said to me, he said, you are never going to be the kind of performer who writes a top 40 song. You are never going to be the kind of performer that headlines a folk festival or headlines anything, but you are going to have a cult following. Your sound is going to draw you a cult following, and the more you can get out there, the bigger that cult following will get. So he was gonna like work me, put me on the road like all the time at these little concerts and stuff. And I always thought that was cool. So when now that Mitch has passed on, when people tell me stuff like that, because it's happened a couple times, I'm very proud to say. Musicians have come up to me and told me I've inspired them to do what they do. It makes me so happy, It blows me away. Um, so yeah, thanks a lot for that, Chris. That really means a lot. And when it comes to songwriting, songs can be anything you want. Like I said before, it can be anything you want. You just got to do it. Just instead of thinking about it, instead of wondering what it could be, instead of thinking of possibility, you can think yourself to death, but just go out and fucking do it and see what happens. And chances are that the outcome will be 100% better than if you just sit and think about it. You know what I mean? That's been my motto for years. Um, yeah, do it. Don't think about it. Do it. Um, and I was also talking to my buddy Ross Gurtin, who appeared with me here on the Dirty Pat Walsh channel probably 2 years ago now. He came and spent a nice summer day with me in my old apartment, my Sound Kitchen Studios down in the meth end of town. And he recently contacted me. I think he'd been into his cups a bit, but that's good. Nothing wrong with that. And he was talking about tobacco, and he said he'd like to visit me again someday soon, and he smokes some pipe tobacco because he's been rolling it up for cigarettes. And he says it's really good. And so yeah, I told him I'd have a smoke with him if he wanted to roll up on me, and have a jam with him too out on the porch. Be real cool. And I'll record it again. Um, yeah, Ross is a really cool guy. Um, Great musician and great music fan as well. Um, yeah, a lot of good people, a lot of really cool people in my life. Thanks for being some of those cool people, everybody. Um, but all right, I guess that's the Happy Friday, yo, uh, gig. Gig. It's the Happy Friday edition of the Dirty Pat Walsh channel for September 10th, 2021. Uh, yeah, be well, stay free, and stay alive.